Good morning, besties. What is up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Emily and I'm documenting my med school journey and beyond. The time is currently 11:50, which is not when I plan to wake up. So we have no class today, and somehow every time we don't have class for a whole day, my brain just combusts. Like, it cannot handle the fact that there is so much time in one day, and then I go crazy and I don't know what to do, and I wake up at like noon. And then once I wake up at noon, I'm like, oh my gosh, the whole day is over, I can't even study. But this is like a ridiculous thought because there's at least 12 hours before you go to bed. So there is still a lot of time to be productive. You don't have to be waking up at 5 a.m. to be productive. You can wake up whenever your body tells you that it wants to wake up. Have a lazy but still productive day. So that's what I'm hoping to do. The last 2 days, I have been absolute couch potato. I think my body and my mind really needed it. I just watched anime, My Hero Academia, for like the past 2 days and did nothing else.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not.
Cheers. Yum! So we're trying this technique where we do some studying and then we take a break and watch anime. I don't know if you guys have seen, this guy got like a 5.25 on the MCAT by studying for some amount of time and then watching an anime episode and then studying some more. We're doing like an adapted version where we just study for as long as we feel like we can and like stay focused, because I feel like focused studying is better than just mindlessly taking notes or like falling asleep, which I do quite often. So focus studying, then watch like an episode or two of anime, go back to focus studying, and repeat. I think Michael right now is watching an episode without me and I'm pissed.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Burnout is a funny thing. It comes when you least expect it, sneaking up on you like a sneaky sneaker. You might be going through your daily routines, checking tasks off your list, feeling somewhat in control, and then bam, without warning, you find yourself feeling exhausted, disinterested, and overwhelmed. And it's not just a physical tiredness, but a deep mental and emotional fatigue that doesn't lift even after a good night's sleep. I know that each year, around April or May, right after spring break, my flame starts to fizzle. And even though I know it happens almost every year, it's somehow still always a surprise to me. Some of you watching might be nearing that same point now, as spring rolls into summer and the accumulated weight of the year's efforts really starts to make itself felt. This is a common time for burnout to hit when the novelty of the new year has worn off and the end still seems so far away. So as promised, today has been a lazy but productive day. Some, but not too much studying was done. Just recharging the mind, body, and soul. I'm really glad I had this recharge day to just like be a potato, vegetable, stay in and enjoy the time with my boyfriend. I'm gonna go to sleep and we have class tomorrow, so I'll probably get up early tomorrow, prepare for class. See you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, running late as usual. What's new? We have 2 classes today for a total of 3 hours. The first is for pharmacology and the second is foundations of patient care. A lot of class today. Trying to give myself some energy before class because I woke up feeling like not wanting to get out of bed. Sometimes that happens. What can you do? Just gotta roll with the punches. All right, see you guys later. Some days I feel like I can trick my brain into thinking it's okay. Like everything's fine, just keep pushing, keep working, keep moving forward, and everything will get better. Sometimes that works, and I'm like, yes, I did it. But soon enough, the mental and physical fatigue starts to trickle back in. And then to make matters worse, I might start comparing my progress to someone else's, getting frustrated that someone is studying more, or doing more, or achieving more. Until I eventually come to this realization. Someone's win does not equal your loss. We're not playing in some zero-sum game where when one person wins, the other person automatically loses. So just focus on your healing and journey and don't worry about the rest. Hello, what is up, bestie? I'm back home after my 2 classes and then we pitched a project to one of the professors. It's really interesting and maybe I'll tell you guys about it later. but we also had this like practice patient interaction, and it was a very, very interesting case. I'm feeling so tired, and you know when you get like that tired stress headache, that's like what is happening right now with me. But the day is young and I'm having so much fun, and there's like, yay. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go decompress and see you guys later. I'm finding it really hard to study these days. Before, especially during the first semester of medical school, I felt like there was something pulling me out of bed each morning. I'd been waiting for this moment my entire life. But lately, that hook that yanked me out of bed, I don't feel it so much anymore. Now, it feels hard to see the point when every day is just study, class, eat, sleep, study. Pushing through when everything feels flat is brutally hard. But to keep moving when you're burnt out isn't just about gritting your teeth and bearing it. We need to find small ways to recharge, to inject little moments of joy or peace into our days. Maybe it's taking a longer walk, calling an old friend, enjoying a cup of tea, or diving into a book or hobby for just half an hour. Every day might not be thrilling, but each small mindful break can rejuvenate us, making the routine more bearable. We can't just wait for motivation to come. Sometimes we have to step back, breathe, and find new, gentler ways to rekindle that flame. That's how we build endurance, find balance, and keep pushing forward, even when it's tough. Good morning. Beautiful day today outside. It's very sunny. We have like a lot less class this block, so a lot of extra time to just learn, go through the material, and we're going to a cafe to study. This was the day things started to turn around for me. I decided to leave the apartment for once, to walk around and enjoy the sun and the fresh air. Sometimes all it takes is one decision to break the cycle of stress and worry and isolation. At first, it was just about getting out of the house, maybe sitting in a cafe and studying instead of at my usual spot at home. My friend had been wanting to check out this cafe, so we thought it would be the perfect time to go. We set our stuff up and ordered coffee, and before I started on my Anki cards, I just took a moment to look around and hear the chatter around me. There was something so comforting about it. Laughter from a nearby table to coworkers on their lunch break, people simply enjoying a moment away from the demands of their daily lives. I don't know why, but I felt at peace in that moment, like almost back to normal. I found myself starting to enjoy studying again instead of dreading it. Getting excited, learning about clinical applications, and making a game out of finding fun, obscure facts in our lectures. I could laugh with Michael again as we quizzed each other and make silly little mnemonics that we'd struggle to remember on exams.
It's like in the process of like cell death, you start with pycnosis.
Like picking your nose, sis?
And when you pick your nose, then you get shrinkage of your nuclear.
Like when you pick your nose, you like shrink down the booger.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, right?
I think it's because surrounded by so much life, I realized the small, beautiful moments of everyday existence. The real joy oftentimes doesn't come from the extraordinary, but from appreciating the very ordinary, the simple pleasures that we often overlook when we're caught up in our cycles of stress and ambition. It's so hard. I get it. Some days you wake up and you just don't want to do it. You don't want to open that lecture you started yesterday. You don't want to touch the hundreds of Anki cards you have waiting for you. You don't want to prepare for that presentation you have because you're scared your voice will shake when you start talking. Life can be hard and scary and monotonous, and you just want to give up, dive under the covers, stay in bed and deal with it another day. I'm here to tell you, you are allowed to stay in bed. The work will get done. You're allowed to take a nice long walk. You're allowed to take time and space to heal. In fact, you need it. Understanding that you need a break is not a sign of weakness, it is an act of strength. An acknowledgement that you are human, and like any human, you have limits. So please, if you're burnt out, remember this. It's okay to take a step back, to find solace in solitude or comfort in the company of loved ones. It's okay to do something that brings you joy, something unrelated to your goals and responsibilities. And remember, There's so much to look forward to. I'll end this video by sharing some of the things that bring me peace right now. Like watching the sunset. There's something so soothing about seeing the streetlights start to turn on. Grocery shopping and feeling all the fresh fruits. Even if I don't buy them, I just like how they feel in my hands and they look like they're all friends. Seeing the flowers start to bloom outside. Exploring new cafes and comparing their bathrooms. This cafe and this cafe and this cafe. Eating home-cooked dinners with Michael. Going on friend dates that were planned 2 weeks ago that I don't always want to go to, but that always make me feel better afterwards. Family Zoom on Mondays where we shoot the shit and talk about everything and nothing. Making pretty notes and remembering how lucky I am to be in medical school right now. So please, don't be too hard on yourself. We are all in this together. I believe in you and we'll get through this. I challenge you to do something kind for yourself this week and I'll challenge myself too. Thanks for watching and see you next time.